This is Jonathan Ferguson, the Keeper of Firearms and Artillery at the Royal Armouries Museum in the UK, which houses a collection of thousands of iconic weapons from throughout history. And on today's episode, ahead of April Fools, it's time to break Jonathan with some of the truly cursed guns from Call of Duty.
Oh my word. Oh no. Oh god, what's this? Oh wow. Truly horrifying. Oh god.
Make sure to subscribe so you can check out new videos featuring Jonathan, and if there are any other games, guns, or mechanics that you guys want to see Jonathan break down, let us know in the comment section below. Right, it's a very happy April Fools to Jonathan.
Alright, I'll stop you there. So this is actually called Cursed.
Yeah, it's just a cursed gun. What other gun could I show you other than an AK called Cursed?
How is it called
It's
Cursed?
fine. It's cursed. I don't know how much responsibility stuff like this has, but I think just as soon as you see a gun that's a bit battered and might be missing its dust cover, it becomes cursed. Having a master key on the bottom of it is kind of ugly as well, I guess, but it's called Cursed.
Interesting. I mean, I've definitely seen worse. AKs always look wrong with a top cover missing, of course. Apart from the underbarrel shotgun, dare I say I've definitely seen worse. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the phone. So it doesn't have a top cover, but it has a miniature top cover charm.
You'd want one of those on your keys, be honest.
I would, but I wouldn't want one on my gun that also lacks a real one, which I'm guessing you knew when you did this.
I like how the sticker goes over the moving parts of the weapon, so the sticker gets bisected.
Yeah, it's like it's cut in half. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. On the plus side, you can see that very nicely modelled bolt carrier group inside the gun and the trigger mechanism. There's a lot of detail in there. I'm trying to focus on the positives. It's over the line into cursed territory, but yeah, it could be a lot worse. Now, I suppose we have a few AKs in the collection that you could call cursed. The bolt action one, perhaps. I don't know, I think the most cursed might be this. Which doesn't look too bad at first glance. So like an AK-74M. Except it isn't. The pistol grip is in fact a CO2 air pistol that takes a CO2 capsule. And the reason it hasn't got a magazine fitted is that that's the air gun in the way, and they've actually pinched the receiver walls together so you can't fit a magazine. So it's an air pistol shoved up an AK-74. It's not visually very cursed, but once you know what it is and what they've done to perfectly serviceable Kalashnikov parts, certainly the shooters in the audience will be cringing at that one. Ah, it's worse.
It's taken textures from the first Call of Duty, or that resolution textures. So the textures are from old school weapons and applied to these new models. But I think this one, it's trying to make it look like a Thompson as well.
Why? Why? I mean, the wood's bad enough on a TAQ-9, but why the pixelated wood?
It makes my eyes feel funny seeing the sort of faux low resolution textures next to hyper realistic gloves and cases being ejected.
I've seen a lot of things trying to be Thompsons, but this might take the cake as the most horrific. I never thought I'd be comforted by picking up a TAQ-9, but this is what it's supposed to look like. Of all the things to try to Tommy gunify, people do seem to think that a foregrip, a drum mag, and some wood makes something a Thompson.
Well, I suppose the TAQ-9 has a reputation of being a gangster gun, as does the Tommy gun, so...
It's a good point. It's a good thematic point.
It's a good point, but you hate that it exists.
Yeah. Oh my word.
There's a lot to this one.
Oh, there really is. I can't help but be amused by the bald eagle with the arms.
I think that's George Washington wearing sunglasses on the stock.
Of course, yeah. Red, white and blue. We the people. I can't believe I've seen more tasteful, exuberantly patriotic firearms than this. This may be a new high or a new low, depending on your point of view. Just noticed that the cartridge cases are in fact red as well. Am I missing anything? Oh, fireworks.
When you get a headshot, there's fireworks and an eagle screams out of the top of the person.
Wow. Well, which of course is not in fact an eagle. It's the classic cry of the bald eagle is in fact a red-tailed hawk, because bald eagles don't sound very cool.
This is Jonathan Ferguson, keeper of birds and bird accessories.
Only in my spare time. It is like they saw the various Stars and Stripes, Red, White and Blue, patriotic American ARs that have been made over the years and went, oh my light beer. Oh, God.
We've taken the lead.
Changing mags.
I have seen somebody on YouTube has converted, or built, I should say, a full auto Desert Eagle, and it's about as controllable as you would expect.
They kind of suck as well. Like, they take way too many shots to to kill someone, and they're super inaccurate.
I do respect the Desert Eagle for how over the top and fun it is as a concept. It's not practical. It's not really historically significant unless you count action movies, which I do, by the way. But at least it's this and not extended full auto whatever print this is nonsense. There's a compensator right on the end by the look of it, and the extended slide arrangement is going to help a bit with the muzzle flip. As surprisingly controllable as this is, firing as fast as you can, when it's firing on its own, especially this fast, automatic, yeah, those rounds are to whom it may concern. And to be fair to the game, that seems to be how it's working as well. You're not landing very many. And of course, the Desert Eagle in this is already cursed because it's the wrong shape for legal reasons. Oh God, it's a salmon pink scar. Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
like sectioned up.
Yeah, it's like a butcher's
diagram of cutting a side of beef.
Yep, I see. That's a bit much. And with extra stickers on it as well. Lovely. I'll say one thing for it, at least when you take the magazine out, it does look like the whole thing has been painted like this. So underneath all this is a real practical firearm of some sort.
It at least seems feasible if you wanted to ruin a scar.
There's nothing too crazy being done to this other than the paint job. Again, trying to find the positives here, at least it's not like the Lady Gaga dress that looks like actual cuts of meat. At least it's just pink. It'd be substantially more gross if there was like fat marbling on it or something.
Is the diagram on the skin at least accurate to your eye?
Upper, lower, yeah, not really. I mean, the line of upper lower is where they join together. You don't need to mark it on there at random. But at least they have, they haven't just put brisket or loin or whatever. They've tried to make it gun themed.
Quiet kill.
Eye for an eye.
Whoa. What is that?
I think this is meant to be a giant Saiga 12. There's an AI inside the gun on this version that you can hear talking to you.
Oh, so I'm guessing they took that idea from the Cyberpunk pistol.
Very similar to that. It'll shout out like if you've got a kill or you're low on ammo.
Low ammo.
And just in general, making a Saiga as long as possible has without stock, has a certain look about it.
A certain look is one way to put it. Yeah. I mean, competition shotguns tend to be quite long, I suppose. Although that's mainly because if they're tube fed, they have to be. Yeah, weird. It has a LCD readout on the top cover as well. How strange. Is there any in-game justification for why this exists?
No.
No, I thought you were going to say that. Honestly, I mean, why? I don't understand the whole model of releasing a realistic shooter and then it devolving over time inevitably into something that's just not. I don't get it.
Half complete. Stay sharp.
Reloading.
Speaking of things I don't get, I mean, I'm as big a fan of skeletons as the next man, but what sort of sense does this make? This appears to be a transparent shell full of bones. In which case, how does the gun work?
Yeah, that's the bit you have to not think about how a gun works in this scenario.
I like the the detail of the bones. It's broken my brain as to how on earth it's in there, and the gun is working as well. If it was a hyper-realistic paint scheme, I think I'd be a fan of it. It would be an interesting art piece. Something about death. something death. But I just find it distracting. I think I'd prefer it if it was the same design, but enveloping, probably not an Uzi, but something slimmer, so that it's clad in bones, but could still work. That's just the way my brain works. It's kind of fascinating to look at. It's almost like you're seeing the actual skeleton of the gun, which I guess is the idea. Makes my brain hurt.
Eye for an eye.
Oh god, what's this? Some sort of game controller. It's got Call of Duty built into it. Absolute insanity. Okay. It's like something out of Pixels, the film.
Which, as everyone agrees, is a great movie.
So great that I've deliberately never seen it. What's it ejecting? Money?
Coins, yeah.
Because it's a coin-operated arcade machine. Right, okay. I'm guessing it's the COD version of the Evo 3. Honestly, if this doesn't give you a new appreciation for black plastic tactical-looking firearms, nothing will. Note the lack of video game. Same problem as the skeleton gun, basically, is that's not going to work if you chop a big chunk out of it and put a handheld game system in it, obviously. I suppose it wouldn't be entertaining if this was just some sort of ray gun and it had wacky features and stuff. I guess people enjoy this because it's real and fantasy mashed together. I don't know. I quite like the fact they've turned the charging handle into a little joystick, if we're leaning into this theme.
Say every cloud. Yeah, that's something you like about it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, that's very metal. Some very Doom-looking runes on there. I think it's my favourite of a lot of old nonsense that I've seen so far. So, not saying much. Oh, hello. It shoots some sort of sigils, by the look of it. Yeah, sort of otherworldly hellfire muzzle flash is quite entertaining. Oh, does it make you disappear as well?
Yeah, if you get a kill with it, you're turned to seared bones. This is just if Doom Guy had an MCX spear.
Half of my brain has given up at this point, so I hadn't even spotted what it was under all of that. But yeah, it's the not spear from COD. I mean, I knew some of this stuff must exist, but I was hoping to avoid, to go through life without having to see it.
And then we started working together.
I would play the game that this is from. I think if you're going to do this, leaning into everything and having it have a weird flash and a weird impact, and especially the blackened skeleton ashing effect, which is very cool. I think I'd be more annoyed if it just looked this way and didn't do something funky. I don't know, would I? Because you could make a gun look similar to this and still work in the real world. Discuss. Of course, I'm going to struggle to show you anything relevant from this collection to compare to any of the stuff that I'm being shown today. However, this demon rifle does have a real-world parallel. In this lower receiver, which is a skull, and it's not stock on. It is forged and machined into the lower receiver. You could make a rifle that looks as ridiculous as that. It wouldn't do everything that it's doing, obviously, but you could make it covered in demons and stuff and red. Should you? Probably not. Oh no.
Now this one even hurt my head a little bit, so I do apologise.
What am I looking at? What on earth?
This one's quite upsetting.
What? What are the pink pipes?
It's a great question. I don't have an answer for it, but it's a great question.
How is it able to project some sort of anime character?
These are all really good queries, none of which I can clarify to any degree.
These are barely recognizable as any kind of Uzi. I think the irony of these is that actual anime has some of the most faithfully represented firearms in any media.
Maybe if you like a certain type of anime, these are cool for you.
Maybe. What's the another question that you probably can't answer is what's with the weird force field thing around the front end?
No, don't know. I mean, Call of Duty's got like, it caters to every taste, right? You've got super edgy goth demon stuff, and then you've got like girly pop anime stuff. So, you know, it's something for everyone.
I think they may have been... Oh god, it's the FN Evolis. It doesn't look too bad.
What do you mean? It's just a weird gun.
It's gonna do something soon, isn't it?
I'm just bookending it with like two normalish guns.
Alright.
I've destroyed the trust we've built up over
Absolutely you have, yeah. Assuming this isn't going to burst into flames or cotton candy or something, there's an actual machine gun similar to this that exists. And you might even put a drum magazine on it if you're feeling fast and loose with your reliability. Sorry, it's not a drum magazine. It's just a drum-shaped container for ammunition. And there it is! I knew it! I absolutely knew it.
Oh no. This one actually made me feel a little bit sick.
Absolutely horrifying. It's dripping.
I mean, credit where credit's due. The detail in the teeth is very well done.
I'm gonna say, I think if you got expert reacts to teeth in video games, I think they'd have some issue with the form of some of those. The ring of molars around the scope is just horrifying. It's like the chicken gun from Existence, only with more teeth.
It's just really horrible how like wet it looks.
Truly horrifying.
I hate the thought that you have to like brush the teeth on your gun.
Guess if it doesn't eat anything, then I can't believe I'm thinking about this.
I would not want to hold that foregrip, all those teeth on my palm. This is the second time in working together that I've shown you a gun made of teeth.
I know, but this is the worst one. I can't really remember that one very well, but this is worse. And the fact that it somehow doesn't look like a skin, it looks like it's actually remodeled to be made of gum.
Yeah, like when the top cover comes up, like the detail's still there, but it's like gum has grown around all that detail.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Yep. Horrifying. Whose idea was this? Also the fact that all the bullets are some sort of canine tooth as well. I think I'm pretty sure the Existence pistol shot teeth. Making David Cronenberg look subtle is an achievement. Please tell me that was some sort of... Oh, it is. Good. Some sort of cleansing nuclear fire. It was the only merciful thing to do. Thanks for watching, everyone. If indeed you still are. That does feel like a new low to me, but I'm sure Dave will be able to pull something out of the bottom of the proverbial bucket for next time. Wow, I really do feel quite broken after that one. Anyway, I do hope you'll join us again next week, and please do check out the Royal Armouries website, social media channels, and our museum full of mostly not cursed weapons.
Apart from your current exhibition, which showcases some artistic interpretation and displays on real-world firearms. Am I right, Jonathan?
You are right. I did say mostly. That's only till the end of June.
So hurry up, everyone.
Bye!